Hey YouTube, this is Teen Techie and today I'm going to show you a complete guide to Google Classroom. But before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also, turn the notifications on so you can be alerted when I post new videos. Keep in mind I am posting daily, so check out my other videos. The first thing you have to do is go to this plus button and just keep in mind we are starting with the educator side. So to create a class, you simply press this plus icon and you press create class. And then this documentation shows up, essentially outlining that your school or institution should have already given you a respective G Suite account, so you must use that. Then you check this box and press continue. Then you put in your class name, a section, a subject, and you can put in your room. Then after you've completed all of that, press create. Then this class pops up. So the first thing you want to do is share this class with your students. You can do this either by using this class code here and copying it and emailing it, or you can display it to the class if you want everybody to copy it into their computers. You can even make it bigger by pressing full screen, and then you can X out of it. Another way you can do it is go to the People tab and then invite teachers and students alike by pressing this plus icon to invite students. You can type in their name or their email, and then you press invite. Something else you can do is change the actual header photo. So you can do this by either selecting a theme or uploading a photo. Just keep in mind when uploading the photo, you have to make sure that it fits these dimensions. So I prefer selecting a theme. As you can see, it separates it by subject. So I'm just going to select math and science and select that header and then press select class theme, and the header photo should change. Something else you can do is add announcements. You can do this by pressing share something with your class. Then you can type in your announcement. You can specify which class you'd like it to be for and make sure it's for all students. Then you can add either a Google Drive, a link, a file, or a YouTube video. You can either post immediately or you can schedule a post by pressing that triangle button and then pressing schedule. You can specify the date and the time. Then press schedule. With this scheduled post or with this announcement, you can press these three dots to either delete it or edit it. When you edit it, it just opens up that same window. Something else you can do is add a classwork. So within this tab, you can create assignments and questions, and then you can also organize them. So I'm going to show you how to create the assignments and different formats that you can do this through. So to create an assignment, you press create, and then I'm just going to show you how to do an assignment. It's essentially like an announcement, but you can actually grade it through here. So just add a title and then instructions, but it's optional. Then you can of course add a file to accompany it, and over here you can either have it graded or ungraded, and if it's graded you can specify the points that it's out of. And then you can have it due by a certain date by pressing no due date, and then you can select a date. You can also select a time by typing it in, but the default is 11:59 p.m. And then you can add a rubric if you'd like to show your students how you're assessing them. And again, you can either post it immediately or you can schedule it. Okay, now I'm going to create a quiz assignment. So essentially it's the same thing, but it's with a Google form. As you may or may not know, within Google Forms you can assign quizzes and it's automatically graded. If you'd like to know how to do that, please make sure to check out my other video where I give you a complete guide to Google Forms. You can of course title this and then give instructions. And then again, you can change all of these settings and preferences however you'd like. You can also edit this Google form by pressing on it. Next format is question. So within question, you can ask your class a specific question, and then you get a record of all of their responses. And then you can give instructions if you'd like. And you can either make it a short answer question or a multiple choice by clicking on that drop bar there. And then the settings are essentially the same, but you get these two extra options right here so that students can either reply to one another or students can edit answer. And then you can check and uncheck as you'd like. Another thing you can do through here is add material. So material is just an announcement accompanied by a specific file. Then you can add your material by pressing this add button. And maybe you want to create a Google file. So you can do this by pressing create and selecting one of these options. So maybe a Google document. And then it creates it for you. And you can edit this document by clicking on it. Then again, it gives you the settings. And then you can press post or schedule it. The last thing you can do is reuse your post. So if you have a post from a different class, but it has a similar format and you'd like to redirect it to a certain class, you can select that class and then select the post that you'd like to reuse. So maybe you want to have a similar post as you did before with the textbook, but just different pages. Then you press reuse and you can change the page numbers. And then you can select post. So now that we have all of our classwork, we can organize it so that it makes it easier for you to navigate and your students. So to do this, you simply click on create and press topic. Then you can name your topics whatever you'd like. So perhaps if you have units or modules, you can separate your classwork by unit or module. For now, because for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to name it whatever format it's in. So now as you can see, I have all of my topics, but in order to actually organize it and have the classwork under each topic, you simply click on the classwork and you drag it like so. And you just click and drag. This makes it really easy to organize all of your classwork. Something else you can do after you've created the topics is you can navigate through the sidebar here by clicking on whatever topic you'd like. As you can see, it organizes it. Something else it does for you is it syncs up a Google Calendar so that you can see the assignment deadlines as well as your students. Then you get a class drive folder with all of the attachments. Then something else you can do through people is if you actually have students, then you can press the email icon to email each of them. It's just an easier way to get in contact. And then once you actually have students, then all the grades will appear. The last thing you can do is change the settings. You can do this by pressing the gear icon on the top right corner. Then you can change the class details, the general settings, so you can display the code or maybe reset it. And then you can actually change what the students can do. You can either have them be able to post and comment, or you can make it so that only teachers can post or comment. You can then change the notifications, and you can actually change the grading settings. So you can have an overall grade calculation either by total points or weighted by category. And then you can have it show overall grade to students as well by clicking on the slider. You can also add graded categories. After you're finished with the settings, make sure to press the save button on the top right corner. And that was the educator's perspective. Now I'm going to transition to the student's perspective, and I will do this by signing into a different account and actually signing into this class. Now as you can see, I'm on a different account, so I can sign into that classroom or join it. So the first thing you have to do is the teacher would have sent you a class code. So let's just copy this class code. And then what you have to do is go to that plus button and press join class. Then you can paste the class code into there and press join. Now you're joined into the classroom, you've joined the classroom, and some features that are useful for students is you can look at all of the upcoming work. So you can view all upcoming work that you have and some assignments that you should look out for. And then, of course, to complete an assignment, you simply click on it. And as you can see with this question, you're able to type an answer. Please make sure to like this video if this was helpful, subscribe to my channel. Also, please remember to turn the notifications on so you can be alerted, and please make sure to post any inquiries in the comment section below, and thanks for watching.